Hi friends! This is DaintyTank. Thank you for joining me again. This is the testimony of Trixie Glimmer Smith Extras. I have played this. I've played this a lot. I love this game. This is absolutely goes down in my top 10 games because of the queer representation that's all the way through this. The world building, like intricate world building, like the star gods. Why is sheep? How does sheep and birds combine but not combine? Because different clans? I don't know. Poke the Totoro, see the whole playlist. You need to start from the beginning with Parsnip. You don't have to, but Parsnip is one of those that I was playing it blind as just a, like, hey, this seems like a cool game. Did not expect. But when I went through, there's so many different decisions that impact the overall story that this is actually going to be a recording of all of the just extra different decisions that didn't get captured in that first series of playthroughs, where I just played it naturally. Now I'm going to go back to where I saved all of these different decision tree points, and we're going to play through those. So it might seem a little jumpy, so you might want to go back and rewatch those so you're familiar. So, that being said, I'm going to start with Belle's route and then work my way backwards. So it's going to be Belle first, then Gregg, because they are a adorable agent of chaos, and then Heidi, who is just an arsonist. So that's the decision tree that I'm going to follow through and basically work from recent backwards from my playthroughs. So it might be a little jumpy. Deal with me. It's also on the older recording software because the new recording software is like a 50-50 chance I can get to work. Oh, and I'm drinking right now, so I might regret this later. I don't care. Ask me again in 30 minutes, says DaintyTank. Or you can sip along. I've got a green dragon mug from The Hobbit. It comes from the green dragon. Alright, enough stalling. Let's go. Load, load, load. Okay, this is where we went with the rose. So let's continue that. Skipping along. Agree to throw Parsnip into a bush. Skip. Okay. So this is where last time we threw Parsnip into a bush and ran. This time we're gonna freak out and claim our name is Gustav. No. I'm not Trixie. I'm Gustav. I'm La Rose's friend. I mean, I am La Rose's henchman. I'm going to push you into a bush now. Okay. There's a bush over there. Follow me. He skipped over to the nearby bush and patiently waited for me to follow. You can throw me into the bush now. Haha. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, so this is brand new. Come back here. We didn't throw it. I couldn't bring myself to hurt Parsnip. Actually, I'm not gonna throw you into a bush. Oh, okay. Also, stop bugging La Rose, maybe. I don't know who that is, but sure thing, Gustav. I'm going now. See you later, Parsnip. Bye. I did kind of half walk, half jog back to La Rose's. I could feel Parsnip's unblinking eyes bore into me, even with my back turned. Hey, you're back. Did you do it? I just couldn't bring myself to hurt it. I did tell him to leave you alone, though. It? Him. Well, thanks anyway. I better get painting. I'll see you around. Decided I'd been hecking around for too long and reluctantly got back to my business. Bite. Go back. Go back. Yeah. No. Load. You. Yes. Okay, we just didn't throw him in, so this time we are gonna throw him in the bush. Boop. I pushed Parsnip as gently as I could. He fell over as lightly as a feather and landed in the bush. I'm in the bush now. I felt pretty mean, but he seemed to be enjoying himself. Yeah, take that as a warning? Leave LaRose alone. Or, I'll push you in the bush again, maybe? I don't know who LaRose is, but okay. Okay, thank you, thanks. I'll just be going now, back to my home in Connelsburg. Okay, see you around, new friend. Jeez. Returned to LaRose's cottage. Oh, you're back. Did you do it? Yeah. I feel kind of bad, though. What? Did he die or something? I mean, no. He seemed kind of unfazed. I did tell him to leave you alone, but I don't know if he understood me quite right. Well, I guess it was worth a shot. Thank you. Better get back to my painting. I'll see you around. I decided I'd been going around my own business for a while. Stood in front of the abandoned cottage. Gateway. Okay. So that was the different paths there. Yeah. Whoa! Whole lot of skipping. Whoa. Something huge pounced into the road. It looked like one of the wild sheep that lived in the woods, much larger than its farmyard sisters. Bill yelled and swerved to avoid it. Before either of us could react, the milk float was tumbling through the woods, straight towards the cliffside. Boosh. Woke up Tingle in the bush. Okay, skipping. Okay, so this is the one I've been wanting to follow quite a bit. Is that we went the rational route of no, take the woods. Walked into the dark water to meet the corpse god. Hey Trix, what are you doing? Hey Trix, what you doing? I turned to face Belle, who had somehow gotten behind me. Huh. I realized I stood ankle deep in the water. I hadn't even realized I'd been walking. Oh geez, what? Ew. I scurried back onto the dry land, hoping it wasn't get too much blood-borne diseases from this stagnant water. Hey, hun, how about we go back on the path? This pond's a little nasty. I nodded, still a little shaken. We both stumbled back onto the path. Belle, earlier you said you followed me here? Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead, because we've seen that one. Parsnip was corrupted, a puppet of the King in Yellow. I knew that if I could stop Nikita, destroy the evil play and the terrible yellow signs he had forced that rabbit to create, Parsnip would be free from his enslavement. What? I knew that if I could stop Nikita, destroy that evil play and the terrible yellow signs he had forced that rabbit to create, Parsnip would be free from his enslavement. I could save him. What? Oh my god. The abandoned cottage seemed unchanged. Okay, skipping ahead. Okay, I gripped the play close to my body and began to crawl away from the scene. Okay, so in this one, I didn't burn down Parsnip's house, but okay. Skipping along. Whew. Okay, cool. So What happens if you didn't throw a parsnip into the bush? I couldn't bring myself to heart. I'm gonna go throw you in the bush. Okay. I'm also not bugging. Just maybe stop? Yep. So we're gonna skip because we just read this. Let's see if there's anything new that pops up. Nope. That was it. Okay. That's good to know. Going back. Anything else that I could have done? Skip. I agreed to throw a parsnip into a bush. Apologized and ran away is the only one we haven't done. I'll just be going now. Sorry. See you later, Trixie. I ran. Oh, you're back. Did you do it? He saw through my disguise and I couldn't bring myself to hurt it. It's him. Well, I'm disappointed. Well, thanks anyway. I better get painting. I'll see you around. Alright, skipping ahead. Boop-a-doop. Anything? Nope. Nope. That was it. So that was everything from Belle. Okay. Now, let's go farther back. Ooh, well that's not everything from Belle, I guess. That's for sure Gregg's route. I think. No, this is the start of Belle's route. Okay, so this is the first one. Last time I admitted I freaked out. This time we're gonna play it off as a prank because that creepy thing scared the heck out of me. Oh, hi Belle. I was just hiding under the blanket for a bit. Okay, Trix. Was that? Prank! It was a prank! Hiding under the blanket and jumping out prank. Right. It's just, you didn't jump out? Yeah, I fell asleep. Haha! I'm such a lazy millennial! I feel you, though. I feel you, though. So hard. Nice job, tramp. She chuckled. I didn't know if she believed me, or just chose not to keep pursuing the increasingly tenuous story. I still felt pretty silly about the whole thing, getting freaked out by this silly effigy. Regardless, I avoided looking at it again as I crawled back into my seat. We got a few more stops, and then we can head down. Get some lunch. Sound good? Yeah, sounds good. Gregg's? Gregg's. Okay. Skipping along. Whew. I think last time... trying to remember. I think last time we pressed the issue. So, let's apologize and let her continue. Okay, skipping. I opened The King in Yellow. A lot of time passed. Alright, skipping. I think we went through all of these. So... told Nikita I was wrong and tried to calm her down. Why not? Skip in. Boop, boop. The police didn't help last time. But I think on this playthrough I phoned the police. Did nothing because I knew the police wouldn't help me. Besides, the police already ignored me when I reported the possible murder evidence. Spent most of it curled up under the... Okay, hold on. I need a hot shower. Maybe it was to wash away the storm of thoughts in my mind, going along with the gross eye gunk clinging to my face. Spent most of it curled up under the water. The hot water masking my tears. It woke me up, but I didn't feel any better. After the shower, I slapped a new patch on my ear. Yay! Okay, skipping. Think. Apologized and told the truth, kind of, is what we went. Apologized and made up an excuse. We're on that wire. Sorry, Bill. Need to get back and read Ghost Erotica. You know, that Ghost Erotica you have. How would that? Don't think about the physics. Nope, keeping going. The face! Just the like shock and realization that that's exactly what... I don't know where that came from. Plus, I thought it was bats for you. Okay, Trix, that's fair. Belle's got her magazines. Too gay to sit. Fine, we're just doing this. I mean, Belle's got her magazines. Like, how is she gonna judge anybody here? Okay, let's go. We've all been there. I shouldn't be so mopey. We can always hang out again, right? Need to stop trying to force people to the bar with me. I don't blame you, because going to gay bars is thebomb.com. Oh, I'm so old with that. Okay, anyways. But yeah, like, gay bars are awesome. You want to go to a gay bar. Growing up in the South, like, they are in the big cities, so, like, Atlanta is awesome with them. But, yeah. It's important, because you're around your community. It's a safe space, especially when you're drinking and other people are drinking. A gay bar is the bomb. .com. Okay. I can find some other fun stuff to do tonight, like the magazines. Belle was nice. That night, I jumped up the basement, and I skipped. I think. Let's actually try a few of these. So, reaching other worlds, Wilhelm notes, both important. Cursed Play, I think, was important. And maybe the Bluefields Mysterious Lake? So we're just gonna try these. Skipping. Red. Skip. Reaching other worlds. Skip. Read. Skip. Take a look at Cursed Play. Skip. Just figured I didn't have time. Okay, so it's not that book. 1 hour left. Which I think might be this one. Skip. Didn't have time for the book. Okay, so it's not that book either. I don't think it's Cryptids of the South. I could be wrong. Yeah, let's try it. Read it. Skip. Yep. Skip. Nervously ate some food. Cautiously picked up a small cupcake. And skip. So, did you like it? Say yes. Or did we say no? I think we said yes. So we're gonna say no. It was really bad. Great, have a taste of the rest. I worked really hard. which Parsnip started to nibble tiny bits off the other cakes. Put them back on the shared plate. Yep, skipping. I think this is how we learn. Skip. Agreed. Skip. I think that's how we learned that he was connected to Carcosa. So let's go to Gustav, because we learned in that one that he was connected to Carcosa, but was also doing something. I don't know. I forgot what it was. Skipping. Oh wait. Hold on. There's a bush over there. Follow me. He skipped over to a nearby bush and patiently waited for me to follow. I didn't feel great. Oh my god. You can throw me into a bush now. Wait, was there hearts in his eyes? There's hearts in his eyes. Oh. Didn't throw Parsnip into the bush. Couldn't bring myself to hurt Parsnip. Skip. Alright. It seemed familiar. Oh, there's Heidi's music. In particular, the strange white mask. It seemed familiar somehow. I wanted to get closer look, but I didn't really want to risk Heidi's ire. Oh, that's what I was thinking before. Take a look at the mask. Crawled the crude description of the mask described in Wilhelm's notes, and I read the day before. Picked it up with a cold, fine china mask, and almost gasped as the eyes looked upon the mask of the pale servant. How had Heidi gotten a hold of it? Did they know the dark origin of their mask? No matter, it was mine now. What? No matter, it was mine now. Nikita was not the heir to the broken throne. I was. Shook my head, almost in tears. I could not do it. Oh, it wasn't Nikita. I didn't have the will or the intelligence to rule the rotted city. The mask had to be destroyed. But first, I needed to show Nikita she was deluded. Slipped into my bag, my hands shaking in fear at my discovery, and the thought that Heidi might have seen me. Fortunately, she was still distracted by Belle. I raised the mask. I realized the mask couldn't have been Heidi's. It must have been put there for me. I was saving her by taking it. Belle managed to get a hold of the magazine, and I totally forgot to buy any sweets. Anyway, better get going. We got a pretty long drive, and it's getting pretty late. Okay, you two have fun without me. Haha. Bye, Heidi. Actually. Hey, Trix, mind if I stop by with the roses? And that's where we had the whole shindig there. So we're gonna skip. Ooh, hold on. I kind of wish Belle had let me know about that before I walked all the way here. Though at least now I have the mask. Perhaps my only chance to stop Nikita. This is so cool. Okay. Skipping. So all that's the same. I wonder if it's different. Okay, I don't want to lose my progress, so... There. I'm gonna walk into the dot water. Anything new there? Skip. Nothing new there. Okay. You might know why your portal isn't opening. Pull out Tabby's sacred crystal from my bag. It shimmered with ancient magic. Nikita's crystal was nullified. What? Another crystal? Is this a trick? What are you playing at, Smith? 2 sacred crystals. Will neutralize each other, right? You didn't know that? No, this is a trick. You're trying to trick me, Trixie? Trixie. Tricking? Trixie trick. Yep. I won't fall for your... Trixie tricks! See? I won't fall for your... She stopped abruptly. She knew I was telling the truth. I guess I have an honest face. No. How did you... Oh. You obviously didn't read Reaching Other Worlds very carefully. I expected better of you, Nikita. I smirked. A sight which I was worried would make Nikita attack me right then and there. Her two least favorite things, being wrong and me. Okay, I'm gonna skip, because I think we've seen that. Whoa. I've been swatting off worried messages from Belle for the last 2 days. I think she knows something is up, but at least as soon as I submit this form, I'm gonna meet up with her. Shall not speak to her of the King in Yellow. The secret between Nikita and you. Need to talk to her about the night in the woods. Strange, when I slept that night after burning the play, I expected dreams of the rotted spire and the broken throne. I expected to be tormented by the King in Yellow, but all I dreamt of was black, motionless water. Despite everything, there's still a temptation to open it. Finish reading The King in Yellow. That was fun. Okay, so yeah, that was all of Belle's route. Great, I'm done. Skipping. Okay, let's go back to Gregg. Which I think... Oh, yeah, I had an empty slot somewhere. Okay. Hello, Gregg. Okay, this is where we were watching Gregg try and convince Delilah that everything was fine. So we're going to jump out quickly. Leapt out and pushed the schmuck over, because last time we stayed hiding until they actually said the word. Sprung out from behind the cover, and the bins clanged to the floor as I flew the mysterious Delilah moonbeam. Trixie, what are you doing? I was already barreling through the air in some kind of pencil dive towards Delilah when I realized Gregg wasn't ready. I'd made a move too soon. Bumped into Delilah. She didn't budge. Clearly braced for impact. I fell to the ground and scurried backwards, unsure what was going on. Oh, you hackers! Yes! Delilah Moonbeam pulled a taser out in one hand and a rounder's bat in the other. Their dual-wielding prowess was terrifying to behold, but I knew I had to leap in the action and save Gregg. Oh, great leaping! I leapt out from behind the bin, tripping over the lid of one of them and falling onto an bemused Delilah. I saw knock them over. Their taser jabbed me in the ribs and shocked me. Ah! As I reeled from the shock, Delilah spun around to face me. Behind them, Gregg was freaking out. Oh, fricka! Troy? Smith! Gregg launched themselves at Delilah, knocking them over. Unfortunately, onto me. I pulled myself away from Delilah just in time to see the metal bin lid being thrown towards my face like a frisbee. This is chaos! Frick! I yelped, anticipating being hit in the face, and was relieved when the bin instead hit me in the ear. Fortunately, years of listening to edgy music above the safe volume had rendered my ears mostly useless, so I had little to fear. Don't do that. Just PSA. The dainty wife would have me tell you, please, turn down your music. Okay. That's because my dainty wife is a speech language pathologist and does not want your ears to be wrecked. Cool. Fortunately, years of edgy music, and so I had nothing to fear. That said, it did really hurt. I realized later that it must have been Gregg who threw it, as Delilah was still on the floor. Grab the book! The book had tumbled onto the floor of the alleyway. I went to grab it, but my foot slipped on the bin lid. Tumbled face first into the floor. I was lucky not to lose a tooth. Through my blurry eyes, I saw Gregg grab the book and timidly bat Delilah over the head with it. I think they were trying to knock them out, while also not wanting to hurt them at all, which is awfully considerate. Oh, Delilah didn't even seem to notice, instead pulling themselves back to their feet, groaning. I scrambled to my feet, not wanting to be on the floor with Delilah recovered. Go, 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 go! Go! We both fled the scene. I was bruised, battered, and faintly embarrassed, but glad to have gotten away. I felt really bad about robbing Delilah, but I didn't want to disappoint Gregg. Besides, I knew if Gregg was right about this, it would be all for a good cause. Behind me, I could hear Delilah shouting. Didn't turn around to see if they were following us. Remember, Gregg said my name. Or had they? They had certainly said Smith, and that was pretty vague at least. But I was worried this wasn't the last I was going to see of Delilah, and started to regret getting pulled into this. I had enough crap to deal with already. We hurried through the streets, eventually reaching the bakery where we could pull our disguises off and catch our breath. Well, that was fun. Hey, Gregg. That felt kind of bad. We just committed a really mean crime. Hey, no, Trixie, don't worry. It's better I have the book for a good reason than some bad guy getting a hold of it, right? I love them. They are great. Okay, let's skip. I think last time we accepted the hug, this time we're gonna decline. Nah, maybe next time. Haha, no worries. I forgot that everyone as into hugs as me. Right, I have a book to read. Skip. Okay, last time. I think we went with Gregg and committed a petty theft, accepting myself as the twisted criminal I am. Tried to convince Gregg to stay and make a marzipan effigy. Let's actually try that one, and then we'll go to the middle one afterwards. Come on. You totally make awesome effigy out of your own marzipan. No need to go all the way to North Acres, right? I guess. Maybe, but I kind of want to drive really fast all the way to North Acres and steal one. It'd be fun, right? It's totally fine. It's just petty theft. Gregg was seriously hyped up on the caffeine and sugar, even by their standards. They looked like they might actually explode if they didn't go outside and commit a pointless petty theft. It was pretty weird, to be honest. Okay, whatever, Gregg. If it makes you happy. They're all rich over there anyways. So it's basically victimless crime, right? Yeah, sure, let's go. Went along, it might be fun to commit crimes. No, let's stay behind anyway. I wanted to read the book. I kind of travel sick, and it's pretty late, so maybe we could go and I'll wait for you here. Yeah, okay, I can drive faster by myself. Let's wait, no offense. Before I could respond, they had grabbed their keys, donned their box, and sped away in their van. Uh-oh. Hope they're okay. Oh well, while Gregg's off committing caffeine-fueled minor crimes, I may as well read this creepy book. The book was pretty huge. Just read the part about the spell Gregg wanted to cast. Notes. Oh. I don't think we got to read this last time. Oh, man. Okay, yeah. Notes of Ilaria de Vanenborg of the Strange Things of the World, 1789. Calleth forth to thy harvest, queen. Listen here, all ye whom's hunger, for here breathe a spell that will aid thee in thy struggle. The mother of meat, Our Lady, thy antlered tree, shall hear ye when thy perform thy ritual. Yep. Yep. Okay. Thy hungers be healed in her name. First ye needeth thine effigy, thine graven image of thy mother. Though in truth she taketh the form of 1,000 writhing ropes, pitted with teeth, and looketh out into the world throughout 100 eyes. Thy form she showeth to us mortals is that of an ancient deer, talleth and slender. A brush of horns resideth at her head. Create ye this image in thy hands, and place it in thy stove, or fire. Into the fire throweth thy food of thy choice, for this is what shall be provided for thee. And into thy fire throweth thine blood, as little as a drop, for this is thy mother's toll. Allow now the effigy to burn with the food, and thy offering. In time, thy gift shall come. That sounded a lot more ominous than Gregg had let on. They had mentioned a freaking blood sacrifice. Decided to close the book. Part of me wanted to read more, but I knew in my current state, memories of the King in Yellow still etched into my mind. This book was best left alone. It was long before Gregg returned with their stolen effigy. I'm back. I have the effigy. I stole it from my church. I love them so much. Oh, nice work, Gregg. Albeit entirely unnecessary. Gregg was double checking the book. Okay, I'm gonna skip. Not wanting to look. Wait. Okay, spun around to make sure everything was okay, but Gregg was pulled into the black mist. Okay, so this is new as from her dream. Not wanting to look, I turned back. The bakery's door was in front of me. I leapt inside and the black mist dissipated. My escape was short-lived. The roof of the bakery seemed to dissolve away. Pale moonlight filled the room. I yelped and started to run. I sprang through the aisles of cupcakes, but my path was blocked. A figure had emerged from the light, as if by magic. Delilah Moonbeam gave chase. I grabbed baked goods, cooking tools, and decor and threw it behind me, hoping to disrupt Delilah long enough to escape. Delilah seemed to stop at nothing, psychic power swatting away anything I threw at her. All the while, the moon grew larger and brighter. Its light swept into the room, and I yelped as the wisps of pale light flooded my lungs. Plunge into consciousness. Skip. I was worried Nikita might have the only copy, but fortunately I was able to find it. I added to my substantial collection I had acquired during my search. Dropped my collection back down on a secluded desk. Half of the stuff didn't seem at all relevant, but it was better to be thorough. Okay. From there, took a look at. So these are the two that we did before, and then Cryptids of the South. These are definitely the two that are most important. But I wonder, 2 hours to read. I don't think that's that important though. I think it's these two. Red. Skip. Reaching. Skip. Okay. Was that all new? As far as I was aware, I had no psychic crystals. I certainly had no psychic crystals, though. On the plus side, neither did Nikita. Only Tabby did. There's no way that she would give Nikita anything, whether they were real or not. Side, was there anything else? 2 hours. Oh, okay, cool. So I guess we could do Great Crusade. Okay. I think I read this one before. Say that, but then I'm not sure, so I'm gonna read it. When the world shooketh and found itself plunged into darkness during the early Middle Ages, many societies were desperate to find some way to end the ash storms and quakes that plagued them. Queen Marigold Elziel Downsight claimed to have identified the source of evil, terrifying Ash Prince, demon living deep in Siberia underneath the fabled City of the Stars. This claim marked the beginning of the Great Crusade, the largest population movement in pre-Great War history, with over 1 million soldiers, craftsmen, lords, ladies, inquisitors, and bards marching together. Their cause was simple: to defeat the demon, destroying the world. While it was not known that this Great Crusade failed, victims of the Siberians' harsh winters and harsher ash storms, toxic clouds, and earthquakes, this was at the time of a ray of hope for the world's population. Led by the Queen Marigold Elzia Downside, the crusade started here in Britain. Britain moved through the Franklin Imperial Brandenburg and met with the Eastern armies from across Asia at the mouth of the Black River in modern Ukraine. This host would then travel through the eastern steppes where the Azure Horde, hundreds of additional steppe peoples, would join. With the global bird network in disarray due to the ash storms, the last contact with the outside world came a year after the meeting at the Black River. Queen Marigold reported an endless league of ash-covered earth, black skies, and terrible malformed beasts. The Great Crusade was never heard from again, but archaeological evidence suggests the bulk of the forest perished in freezing conditions within a few weeks of this message. Evidence suggests fragments of the host broke off and made their retreats south across Kazakh, but were unable to escape the 1123 ash storm that would engulf much of Asia. How far into Siberia those who remained loyal to the cause reached is unknown. Anyone who reached the City of the Stars likely perished from the toxic fumes which engulfed the area. The so-called Ash Prince remains undefeated, but the Dark Age would end naturally almost 200 years later in 1302. The Siberian supervolcano finally returned to its dormant state. The Great Crusade was an interesting read, but not very helpful. In fact, it wasn't at all helpful. I realized we're out of time. Well, but it was fun. Alright, skipping. Maybe. Okay. I want to give myself all the chances, so skip. Pretending I couldn't eat anything, skip. With the rose, skip. Agreed. Skip. Ooh. I was starting to notice how little creativity everybody in my life had when it came to stealth. Is that because of... Yep. Because of the box. Skip. I like Gustav route. Skip. Yeah, you're not gonna throw a parsnip into the bush. Skip. Gregg, I know you're not putting your hair in it. Huh? I I read the book while you were out doing crimes the other night. I know the ritual needs blood, not hair. You don't need to hide stuff to make it seem less horrible. I already know it's horrible. Oh, I'm sorry. I just didn't want you to worry. Okay, here it goes. Picked up a knife from amongst their utensils. Oh! Gregg let out a little whimper. Felt bad for them. A small drop of blood fell from their finger into the bake. It seemed to sink into the cold pastry and disappear. Gross. Gregg nervously placed the tray into the oven. Saw the effigy was already inside. We were ready. Sure about this? Last chance to stop, just in case, you know? For real. I'm sure. I can't let my bakery shut down. Can we skip? Ugh! Creepy things there. That backwards scene in front of me was just too horrific to look at. Yeah, this is when they start going, no, this is mine. Shot at Gregg. I knew I had to stop him. Did I tried to kill the evil thing. Yeah, that's what I did. I grabbed a weapon and tried to kill the evil thing. So instead we're going to shout at Gregg. Knew I had to stop them. Gregg, you need to stop. No, I'm good. Gregg continued to stuff their face with handfuls of bloody meat. This had to end. Gregg was under some kind of spell. I had to save them. Grabbed the first weapon I could find. An egg beater. Trudge forward. Okay, skip. Okay, so that whole thing ended at the same time. Oh! I forgot about the novelty Caesars. Enough games, Trixie. I'll stay here. Skipping. So, did we burn down? Hold on. Yeah. Huh. So there's multiple ways to get the bad ending. Okay, well that was sad. Skipping. I think there were about 500 messages from Gregg over the last 2 days. Rude, I know, but this is important. Anyway, I hope this document explains sufficiently. And skip. Okay. So that was the Gregg route. And that was fun. Especially that whole scene with Delilah. Okay, so we're gonna pop up here. Let's start from the beginning. Yeah, let's start from the very beginning. So that's going all the way back. This whole time he seemed proud of himself. I kept it, but the first time, this time I'm gonna throw it away. I took the string out of politeness, but wanted nothing to do with the horrid thing. I gently tested it into a nearby bush while Parsnip had his eyes closed. So are you? Hi! Parsnip, and that's my cottage. Jabbed paw at the nearest cottage. The one that was well kept. Right, skip. Wanna come play with me? I think we tried to distract him. This time we're gonna say... Definitely not! No, definitely not. Sorry. I have to find them to play for my friend, remember? I'm super busy with the course, so... Wow, that sounds really exciting! You're like a detective! I mean... It's more an indentured servitude type of thing. Wow, cool, that's amazing! Cuckoo clock. Yep. Time for my trumpet practice. Talk to you later, new friend. Alright, so we're gonna skip. Think the Rose's blood pressure looked like it was rising rapidly. I think we got back to topic. Let's ask about Parsnip this time. What's the issue with Parsnip? He isn't like that all the time, right? He moved in like a month ago, and there hasn't been a day since that I haven't considered torching his cottage. She downed half a wine bottle in about 5 seconds. I was impressed. I am too. Oh my god. He seems to know the exact best way to piss me off in any given scenario. And I mean, he broke into my house a few weeks back while I was in the shower. All he did was steal some candles, but jeez. He's a real weirdo. I don't believe in police though, so if he's trying that heckin' things again, I'll just get my old cricket bat and launch him into the woods like a ball. Okay, the cricket bat. Cricket. Not cricket. Cricket. Much different sport. She finished her wine and reached for another bottle. So yeah. I hate Parsnip. The burglary definitely put a bit of a damper on my opinion of Parsnip. Still, I hope maybe LaRose was exaggerating. It didn't seem quite that bad when I talked to him. Wow, that's weird. Anyway, sorry, the book, you haven't seen it? She shook her head. I don't get out that much. If it's around here, I probably wouldn't see it. Don't even realize my neighbors were missing until the police came knocking. Oh jeez, the squirrels, yeah. Okay, gonna skip. I think last time I thanked LaRose, I'm gonna ask a little bit more about the area. Is there anything else around here an old book might be hiding? There's the woods. They're pretty big. They're bound to be at least like one book in there. She faked a big blow of smoke from her cigarette. Though, I'd avoid them if I were you. They're dark, nasty, and no one lives there anyway. Well, I mean there's the beehive, but they're a bunch of authoritarian jacks that don't really count. I tried to go paint there once, and they got kinda upset. The swarm of fake socialist mini-dictators. They're not a whole lot of the road either, besides a sheep field and some horrible magpie. No, this is kind of boring. That's why I moved here, to get some space. It didn't work. Cyberbat Wildstar always used to say, space is where you can make it. Right. Does that actually mean... no, not really. It's from some cartoon. So, wait, where did you used to live before you moved out here, I mean? Town. I teach there. Oh yeah, your heart's... Okay, skip. Thanks for your help. Good luck with... Glance towards Parsnip's cottage. Discordant trumpet noises were still piping out of it. The rose nodded. She seemed to know what I meant. She went back to staring off into the distance. I let her get on with it and headed on to the neighboring cottage. Yup. Skipping ahead. Pretty sure people stared at me too, though that might not be me being paranoid or my anxiety talking. I don't know. I was looking for a tool shop or something when I noticed a small shop called Heidi's. Skip. I think I looked around the shop, so we're gonna peek through the door. I figured I'd peek through the door. Shopkeeper hadn't responded when I called, so I was worried that they had an accident or something. Leaned to the side a little, squinting to see into the dark room. My eyesight is really bad, so I just saw a slightly dark-looking room. Predictable. Door swung open. A hyena stepped through. She looked annoyed with my spying. Either her spots were dyed red, or she was splattered in blood. I assumed this might have been Heidi? What are you doing peeping at Missy? What? Who's Missy? What are you doing peeping at Missy? She seemed mad. This wasn't the fantastic customer experience I expected from a shop. Not that I'm one to complain about poor customer experience. I'm not a cop. Well, sorry? I thought you were dead or, like, dead or something. You didn't say anything when I called. Yeah. I didn't hear you when you called. Fair enough. She seemed to have calmed down and leant on the counter. Welcome to Heidi's. How may I help you today? Skip. I think I admitted I was breaking into an abandoned cottage last time. I think. So we're gonna blame drunken student addicts. Haha, yeah! I boarded my bedroom door up last night. I was super drunk. I was major high from storing mind-altering substance. Haha, it was... lit. I have a lot of friends and we get drunk and do carpentry? I think I overdid it. Right. In fact, I think she had stopped caring. Heidi dashed to the door behind the counter and quickly reappeared with a crowbar. Okay, skipping. Okay, last time I asked for a cake. This time I'm gonna ask for a donut. Asked for a donut, but somehow got hurt in my own confession and messed up. Cake. Jabbed a finger meekly at the random cake. 1 triple chocolate muffin coming right up. Wasn't going to plan. Skipping. Gun shoot 3. Okay. I think last time we kept it. Let's leave it. It looks pretty gross. Cartridge looked kind of sticky, nasty, and this cottage wasn't exactly clean. Decided to leave it there and avoid the potential tetanus. On the ceiling, small trapdoor led to the attic, but there didn't seem to be any way up to it. All I noticed, the harsh carvings had been dug into the wall and inlaid with golden paint. Skip. Wait. Hold on. The house suddenly shuddered and I almost collapsed. Grabbed my footing. Thankfully, the house had remained standing. Turned away from the drawings and decided to avoid them for now. There didn't seem to be much to see on the ground floor, and I still hadn't found the book. Skip. Okay. Kind of wanted to look at one of the leaflets if it was just out of morbid curiosity. Left the leaflets alone. I hadn't had enough of Nikita. I was bound to get an earful from Nikita later today. No need to expose myself to more of her. Besides, it was a long time till the election. I was sure I could hear about her candidacy more than enough over the next half of a year. Okay. Alright, skipping. The first time I called the police anyway. This time I'm gonna agree with Nikita. I sighed. You're right, the police are totally corrupt anyway. Thanks, capitalism. There, I told you it was pointless. Now, just keep it to yourself, and I'll help you with your coursework again. Once I finish reading the play. Naturally. Is that a deal, Smith? Felt wrong for not trying harder to get the police to check out that cottage. And it was selfish of me to ignore what might have been a huge deal, but I needed Nikita's help. Okay. Skipping. Okay. Don't bug out. You owe me for that crowbar, remember? And given your obvious, horrible explanation, you don't want anyone to find out you were blatantly breaking and entering some poor innocent's house, right? She had seen through my lie. Great. Though it definitely wasn't an innocent's house. I didn't want to explain that to her. Hey, no, rude. It was for an urban exploration, actually. Alright, sorry. I just assumed since you were lying, you were off to rob someone or something. Oh, that's Heidi. I just assumed you were lying, you were off to rob someone or something. Look, I just need your help, okay? You promised. Dittoer. Skip. Ooh! Last time we went for the triple chocolate muffin. This time we're going for the healthy option and go for Belle's favorite vegetable roll. A vegetable roll would be nice. I need to keep an eye on my sugar intake. Haha! All my vegetable rolls come with a triple chocolate muffin. Yes! Gregg scurried back behind the counter and placed the food into a little paper bag. Fortunately, I remembered to bring my wallet today. It's nice to see you again. Okay, skip. Woo! Picked up some things, spiral speeches. Last time we read it, this time we're gonna put it into the trash box. Didn't want to risk Heidi's ire again and tossed the book into the trash box. It wasn't long before Heidi was back. Skip. Agreed to help Heidi. Okay. Skip. Yeah, I can remember how the book had drawn me to it when I held it. Wanted to pull the golden ribbon and read it. Regardless of its contents, and the rumors about that accursed play were more than enough to make it maddening to behold. Yep. Skip. We're gonna message Tabby because the book is boring. And skip. Ugh. Oh yeah, last time we tried to claim our face was a second mask. This time we're gonna try and distract them and run away. I freaked out and pulled my bag off. The figure seemed to retreat slightly. Fearing I was going for a weapon, I grabbed the first thing I could think of and threw my packet of cheese ropes at them. The plasticky food lightly bounced off of their body, which didn't even slightly react to the strike. Turned around and fled. The figure following me with loud stomps of their strange, hard, hoof-like feet. My heart raced. Their unnatural creature in the alleyway filled me with dread. Something about their appearance, mannerisms, and even the air around them chilled me to the bone. Back in. Yep. Back already. Good work. I owe you one. Get the costume off, and we'll both go get some sleep. Took the costume off. Took my time, but I couldn't put it off any longer. So, Heidi, there was a little horribleness, and it kind of saw my face, kinda. What? You showed them your face to them? Are you kidding? I gave you a mask, specifically so this wouldn't happen. Do you know how much injury you put us in? You know the people who buy this crap are real psychos? Like, completely unhinged. Yep. Skipping. Told her the truth. The last time I told her the truth, this time I'm going to try to think of an excuse. Okay, so, like, this is gonna sound pretty horrible. Don't you dare make up some horrible lie. You already tried that with me once. We already know you suck at those, so don't even try it. Saw a flash of guilt on Heidi's face. After a moment, she spoke again. Trixie, I'm sorry. I'm being horrible. You helped me, and I shouldn't have made you do something so dangerous, especially in your state. Just tell me what happened, honestly, okay? Okay, so I explained the entire meeting. Heidi listened and seemed to calm down as I spoke, much to my relief. I'm sorry for yelling at you, Trixie. I didn't mean to scare you. I have a lot of temper, and this is serious stuff. Come on, it'll be fun. Let's go get you home safe so we can talk tomorrow when you're feeling better. And that's when. Don't throw up in it, cause I'll be pissed. Ha ha ha. Yep. And then. Yeah, creepiness. I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna press the issue. Skip. Open the king in yellow. Skip. Broke down and cried. Skip. Phone the police. Skip. Whew. They won't mess with Delilah Moonbeam again. That or they will be hellbent on revenge, I thought. Alright, skip. They got jumps. Ugh. Okay. Red Wilhelm. Skip. Reaching other worlds. Then that was kind of helpful, but not kind of helpful. Like, I thought it was fascinating, but I don't think it was helpful here. Cryptids of the South? Yeah, why not? Skip. So maybe so there's nothing left. Okay. Finish reading. Okay, skip. Decline Parsnip's offer. Oh wait. Wait, hold on. There was some things. I arrived in Daffodil Lane, only to be greeted by a loud caw. That mangy magpie again. Caw sounded like it was from nearby creepy college, as if it was calling for me. Tried to step out the magpie, but it was nowhere to be seen. Hi, Trixie! Spun around and screamed. Directly behind me, less than half a meter away, stood Parsnip. Oh no, sorry, no bad words. This isn't no bully zone. Sorry, Parsnip. You just scared me, that's all. Didn't expect you to stand there. Ha ha. No one ever does. I'm very quiet. That's terrifying. Couldn't help but feel slightly creeped out by that. Turned around. Reluctantly, I turned back to Parsnip, who was excited. Noticed I had a picnic basket. I'm having a picnic. Would you like to come, friend? Kinda hungry. Kinda get on with stopping Nikita. Okay, this time we're gonna actually do this. Yeah, let's hang out for a bit. I guess. Hang out for a while. Oh wow, so excited. Skip. Given Parsnip's apparent... Got the impression she didn't want to be involved. Not surprising, given Parsnip's apparent break-in. Skip. You still have yours, right? Oh, the friendship string. Right? I thought, remembering my earlier decision to toss the thing away. Oh, of course I have it. I had to leave it at home, though. It was tired? It was a tense silence. Oh, that's so sad, but I'm glad it's getting a nap. Let's get on with our picnic. Follow me to the wheat field. She's skipping. I just need some food. Skip. Doesn't matter. Skip. Okay. I think so. Let's go and do this one more time. Ooh. Slightly followed. I overheard your rendezvous with Parsnip. How long had she been watching us? You have one of those strings Parsnip's been making. Wait, is that what this is about? Kind of. There's a long silence while my brain tried to process things. it's just you seem pretty intense. I was kind of worried. I mean, well, it is important. A bit. The yarn. He gave me one earlier, but I threw it in a bush. It was weird. Weirding me out. I have at least 20. When I woke up this morning, there were 3 poking through my letterbox. I'm considering using them for a makeshift news. Haha! Wait, was that a joke? Sure. Yep, burning the bags. Skip. Okay, so she ends up asking us about it. Yep, so we're gonna agree. Then we're gonna be Gustav. We're not gonna throw Parsnip into a bush. God, the creepiness there. Nothing? Okay, that's fine. Alright, well, I think that's it. I think I don't have any other unique decisions that I had to make that we haven't already covered in this. So, I think with this, we're actually at an end. I know, it's weird. It's like, we've always been doing this. But it's okay. All good things come to an end. I hope that you enjoyed going down these alternate paths. I thought it was fascinating how interconnected they are. Like, great job to Digital Poppy and the team to get this up and off. Like, honestly, this is awesome. I'm so happy with this game. There's so much in-depth, like, world building to this element. It kind of blows my mind. Just how much is in this game, you know? But there's more that they've actually put out. So I know that there's 3 lesbians in a burrow, which I'm planning on taking a little bit of break from and then probably returning to in a couple weeks. So just keep an eye out for that coming out soon. But beyond that, I'm going to leave it here. You should subscribe so you know when 3 Lesbians in a Barrel comes out. Or if I revisit anything. Let me know if I missed something or if there was something that you wanted to see. Because I think I covered everything fairly thoroughly, but this is such an intricate game. I could very easily miss something. So let me know down below if I missed something, or, you know, just say hi. Subscribe and say hi, so that way you know when it comes out next, and we can hang out. I love you all. Heart, heart, yeah! I'll see you all later. Bye!